You know, we're in the middle of the state of Wisconsin, ironically on the reservoir, Lake Wisconsin. Yes. And I have good friend Robert Blosser with me. Usually we're competitors. We fish tournaments against one another. He probably likes to think he's a little bit better than I. But this guy has been extremely lucky recently. He just got done, what, 3-4 days ago shooting a mid-170 class buck with his bull.
And that was luck.
But I wanted to see if we could keep that luck streak rolling. Lake Wisconsin, you catch some nice walleyes in the fall here. But he's guaranteed me a lot of Saugers at least too, and I'm not one to pass up Leadcore and walleyes. So come along with us, and we're gonna show you the next bite.
Just looking for the next bite, next bite, next bite. Just looking for the next bite.
Professional anglers Chase Parsons and Robert Blosser sport a laundry list of career achievements when it comes to professional walleye tournament fishing. Both are past tournament champions, and both have a finely tuned knowledge of trolling, especially when it comes to using crankbaits and Leadcore.
Fish on!
You got one, dude?
Got one. Got
Nice.
one.
It doesn't matter if it's day 3 of the championship or Saturday on the Lake Wisconsin Reservoir, as the basic design behind trolling sauger or walleyes.
That ain't bad. Look at how healthy that thing is, man.
Using a flat line rod spread with Leadcore.
That's not a bad sauger.
No, it's not at all.
We got a good population of these here, man.
Off of sharp brake lines is the same either way. Maybe just a little less pressure when you can go out and have some fun.
Get that. That is a nice sauger. Get that baby back, though. We're looking for something bigger.
I'll show you something bigger in a little bit. We got some good ones in here, and they're coming.
Even with a fellow competitor, figuring out a pattern that works.
So today we're out on Lake Wisconsin, and this is actually a reservoir system that's part of the Wisconsin River. And what we're doing today is we're pulling Leadcore on the old river channel. So what that was is that was where the actual river was before they put the dams in and flooded the system. So we're targeting our walleyes and saugers right on the break line of the old river channel. And what we're doing is we're actually fishing towards the north end of the lake where the river dumps in before it becomes the lake, because this time of year the fish start to transition and move towards the current and move up the river to their natural spawning areas. But the reason why this old river channel really comes into play is it's just a natural migration route for the fish to take. So what we're doing is basically trying to intercept the fish on their way from the lake to the river.
Chase and Robert may be intercepting the sauger and walleye.
Oh, Robert, right here, man.
Nice, dude.
As they transition from Lake Wisconsin into the river channel, but the type of structure that they're targeting.
We just kicked the speed up a touch there.
Yep. Got it to commit, huh? Speed up and they hit.
Speed up.
And how they're running their lures is the key to the numbers of fish they're getting on each pass.
Oh, yeah.
Right at the
I'm going to
bottom
give you a little
of the
bit of
break.
room. Give you a little bit of room here.
All the while trying to keep the flat lines running as clean as possible.
I went for the long extension to get that one.
How about you keep your line off my side, dude?
How about, dude,
Look at the mess you got going on. Chase, fish on, man.
there you go. What do you think?
Oh, he's a head shaker. He's a head shaker.
Well, good, because I was getting kind of cold for a second there.
You want to reel this one in?
No, but I'll move this for you. It looks like you're getting a little reckless with that line, and I don't want you to get all tangled up. Where's this thing at, Robert?
15 feet.
Oh,
There we go.
You got a little debris on it too. You're so good you can catch a fish and a leaf at the same time.
Little debris. Little debris. Look at the belly on that one, dude.
Yep. You know, trolling Leadcore for walleyes is really a pretty cool way to catch them. We're actually following sharp breaks of the old river channel here and going actually up and down the breaks simply by Robert just adjusting the speeds. As we get a little bit shallower, he can raise the lures. He slows down as we go deeper. He lowers them down, keeping those baits close to the bottom at all times. But there's a few things that you want to do as far as the setup in your boat goes to be successful and to not have a total mess in your boat. We're running 4 flat lines. Now typically with Leadcore, you're usually always going to be running flat lines straight off the boat. Okay, so with the flat lines, what you want to do is position your rod holders in the boat where you have the best spread possible. You can actually see in the back here, we're running 2 rods straight out the side, and these rods are longer rods. These are 10.5-foot walleye angler rods to get a nice wide spread straight out the sides. Out the back, we have them angled up a little bit, tipped straight out the back corners, 8.5-foot rods. You can go a little bit shorter with those. But basically what that's doing is it's allowing us to cover the entire break with one swipe and not get snagged up a ton, not have lures running side by side and getting a lot of messes. Every once in a while, we've still had a few things happen, but the third key, and probably the most important out of all of them, is to make sure that your crankbaits are in tune. You want to put those baits in the water and rip them through hard and make sure that they're running straight, because with 4 flat lines in the boat, if your baits aren't running straight, you're going to have a mess. But you know what, between the setup of your rod holders, making sure those baits run straight, Leadcore on river situations or reservoir situations like this
for sure
is just a fun and an awesome way to catch walleyes.
The next bite is presented by Mercury, Amsoil, the first in synthetics, Tracker Boats, fish the finest, Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here, Berkley, catch more fish.